I ordered some neoprene because it was cheap. And when I say cheap, it was something like about £4. But then I thought, well, it's the same price, so I might as well get some 6mm. So that's 6mm neoprene, closed cell neoprene. I need just a small square to go underneath the battery, but I need this more than any, because this is going on the side walls of everywhere. £4 for that, £4 for that, delivered the next day. I've put that in, which is held in with luck and gravity. Fingers crossed I'll be able to shoehorn the battery in there. So I've got to get the battery, hopefully, back in there now. I've got nothing to actually hold it. I've got none of that very thin, like bogey tape or anything else like that. You know, you have to make do with what you've got, and I've got nothing. So I'm going to try and get that battery back in there. That is how it should have been from the factory. That went in there like a glove. What I'm going to do now, I've got to take the clocks off. I can plug my breaker back in. I can turn everything on because I need to wire the clock, which is going to be interesting. This is the old clock, which I've got to figure out the wiring and what goes to where. I'm going to have to take it all apart inside and see what wires go to where. Positive, negative obviously, but the rest of them I think it's just sort of a CAN bus, but I'm not sure. So, and I've already got spiders in there. I've had to move over to my other camera because you can't bloody see on the other ones. Anyway, I've taken all the speedo off. So this is a speedo, and obviously make sure it's not resting on anything that could conduct electricity, because you don't want sparks, you don't want things burning out. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to turn the ignition on, and as you can see, all the lights come on, everything works. Now what I need to do is, first off, this is my new clock, which is a digital. It's got a TFT screen. I only paid about 40 quid for this. I was quite amazed. Now obviously it's got loads of wiring on it. Pin number 6 is 12 volt. Ignition 12 volt. Red battery. Black is ignition. According to the manufacturer's diagram that they sent me, which is pretty shit, we have on here, we have red, which is positive, green is negative, and black is ignition positive. So what I've done is I've put a link between positive, which is red, and black, which is ignition. So the red and the black are connected to positive. Don't ask, I'm shitting myself. Where's green? I'm just going to jam the wires in for the time being until I get this shit sorted. I've checked the voltage on this, the red and the black. They are actually 12 volts, so I was worried that there were battery positive and negative, which would have been like 74, 84 volts. So that one, so red goes into positive, which is red, and then black off this goes into green, which is negative. So now when I turn this on, because this hasn't got a constant live on it anywhere, because the DC to DC only fires up once you turn the ignition on. There is no constant positive live. There's no actual 12 volt battery in it. So, oh my god, it comes on. It's got a time clock on it, but I'm a bit worried that that's not going to actually save. It's not going to stay on. Do I need to get a 12 volt battery that charges off the inverter? Like a very small 12 volt battery in here somewhere that charges off the inverter, or do something like that, I don't know. Anyway, the speed signal I can actually trace back to the output on the far driver controller. So I need to meter out which one of these is actually the speed signal, so we can turn that off again. We'll turn the breaker off, and then we can turn that on to discharge everything. And then I'll do a continuity test between the speed signal output and the one on here, because these should all be relative to the controller. So I'll just put my meter in continuity, which is that one, and then I'll just check this. Right, so if I go onto the controller now, I can see which ones are actually connected to. Ah, we've got the tie adverts things that you hear about what's going on. The purple one, there's a purple one there, so that's that one. So that one is the speed signal. It's not going to hurt for me to get this, find out which one's the speed input, cut this wire and then put it in, because it's not going to be anything up to more than 12 volts, and I know all this, looking at everything, is 12 volt tolerant, so I'll do that. This is a nightmare. I'm at a stage now where I'm going to start hardwiring it properly, because I know what these do. That's when the indicator, main beam, I'll figure it out anyway. So I'm going to cut these off because it's getting a bit precarious like this. So I'm going to have to start hardwiring and doing something with it. Now I'm going to cut the wires, the black and the red, and twist the black and the positive and negative together. Oh dear. So I haven't got the tools to do 100% proper job on this, unfortunately, but I can make it work properly, which is all that bloody matters. What I'm going to do is, off camera of course, I'm going to solder these together so you can't see that I've done a job, and then I'll put some insulating tape around them. Actually, how many of those things have I got? I did have some, so what I've got to do is put that in there. This will make it waterproof too. And I've got to put that in there, and then you burn it. Like that, you see? That's what you do. So I've got to cut the black wire. Don't cut the black wire. Black and white speed. So that goes to black and white. So if I turn that on, so I can cut the black and white, and then I can do the same with that, strip it back. So we've got the indicators, which I can't remember which one they are on those. I did figure it out because I metered it as I turned it on, and it's got a positive signal on it. Orange is left, light blue is right. It only works. This has been a very easy build, you know. In comparison to the stuff that I usually do, I don't know if these things have just progressed. Yeah, basically you set fire to it. And now we should have a main beam light as well. Hey! That's hot. I don't know what these do. I presume that these are the wires for the battery level. If I cut them, they'll be floating. I should be able to meter them out then. You know, if you stand here long enough, the tree, the bushes, look, that wasn't there this morning. It's actually growing towards me. And then we can turn it on. Yes, beautiful. I've got to the point now where I've just had enough. How do I explain this? I've done it, basically. Now, there are a few things. It's like I can't get the speedo works, the indicator thing works, the headlight thing works. So everything works apart from battery level. I ain't got a clue, but I can use that on my phone. That's not a problem. What I'm going to do is get a separate gauge, I think, and just stick that on somewhere. I'm going to cut these wires, get rid of that connector, and then I'm going to get the wires and I'm going to insulate them. You can get stuff, I can buy stuff, I can buy the proper stuff to do the proper job with it, but unfortunately finances are limited, so this is done on a shoestring budget. How do Thai people go around with no crash helmet on, with all these bloody insects and God knows what around? Right, I can put that back into the fairing. Ah, shit. You Egypt, Tony, you put that the wrong way. So that's got to go through there, which has to go around there because it's the side entrance sort of a mountain now. And then people are going to say, why haven't you insulated that? There's no need. It's not going to get wet. Because it's behind a screen, and when the rain runs down, well, it won't run into that. Believe me, it'll be fine. It will actually be fine. You know, you see these things from bloody wherever manufacturer. I mean, these here, I took these apart. There's no insulation. There's nothing on them. I'm not going out in the rain anyway. It's an electric bike. I really do not like the idea of 80 volts between my legs in the rain. I like trying to bear back a ladyboy, wouldn't it? I didn't say that, did I? Someone's stolen my screwdrivers. Why would anyone steal my screwdrivers? I mean, this doesn't do what I wanted it to do, which is, well, I mean, it doesn't really do a lot. It does the main beam, it does the indicators, it does the speed, but it's got 3 digits on it. That's what I wanted, basically, this 3 digits. I needed a better one anyway, the other one was shit. It just looked shit. I know, lads, let's make the shittest display we possibly can. And loads of people will buy them. Bit of bling. Now I've got to sort all this monstrosity of a wiring thing out. I might cut all these wires off that aren't needed because they're just not needed.